Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet. We're getting pretty close to the end here, or at least seemingly close to the end. I think I've said that for the past episode or two. Um, but, we are. We get the right buttons here. We are down to one more gym, and it looks like it is just close to the south of us. We have two Starfall to go to, one to the east and one to the north, and one more Titan to find over here in this big lake to the west. And then we might be pretty much done. Again, I don't know what comes after. I'm sure there is something afterwards. And then there's also a few things that I want to do in addition to all of this. So, just as a little bit of a recap, or I guess recap and update. I've been working on filling out the Pokedex because we're at that point. And for the most part, I've got 359 at this point. So that's, I assume, 41 Pokemon left to get in the main Pokedex, and 7 in the Kitakami Pokedex. Now, that's mainly consistent of these, like in the Kitakami Pokedex, it consists of these three, the main antagonists of the story. We've got whatever this is. I haven't looked it up because I don't want it to be like a spoiler or anything. And what else are we missing out of this? Just a few things. I think that I just need to trade for. This one I think I can get on my own, but trading for it could also be a possibility. And then Melodic, I think I have to trade for as well. And then that's it for that one. Whereas this one, it looks like mainly the bulk of what I'm missing here are just Pokemon that I haven't encountered yet. So 374 through 400. I know it's 400 now because what's his name that I talked to about the Pokedex said to talk back to him when I have 400 completed Pokedex. So, that's 27, 26, because I already have Gimme Ghoul. So 26 here. And again, just a few that are specific to Violet, and a couple that are trade only. And then, just ones that I haven't encountered yet. So I know that there are 2 Pokemon I have yet to encounter that are in this region somewhere. I've seen them when I'm flipping through the Pokedex, but other than that, I don't know what they are. I'm sure I'll encounter them at probably tonight if I'm able to get through all 5 of these. And then again, we've got whatever the end story is. I'm sure we're going to the center here. maybe have something to do with the northeastern part over here. I do definitely want to take a look at whatever this is once I reach this Starfall area. And then, what else would there be? Yeah, just filling out the Pokedex. Going back to the DLC and taking a look at some of those level 65 encounters that I couldn't do my first time through. And then after that, we'll see. You know, maybe I'll do some shiny hunting, or, you know, maybe do some online battles, that sort of thing. Maybe work on EVs and IVs. I don't know. We will see. And then, of course, I've got my party here. I've got, you know, the three... Oops. Let me sort this a little bit. There we go. We've got the three starters, and then just a couple other three that have tagged along and have done fairly well. So, yeah. We've got, if I look at the map here, I believe this one's the closest. So I might just go ahead and you know, at this point, my Pokemon are mostly around level 50. You know, 47 seems to be the lowest at the moment. If the hard stuff in the DLC is level 65, I'm kind of guessing that the level to aim for is 50 to 55 in the main game. So, you know, we will see. Now, I'm sure... Let me bring up the map again, because I want to take a look at this. Like, I'm sure there is probably something I should be doing. Or will have to do once I'm done with everything. So, I don't want to do this gym first. I want to either do like the gym battles are usually... Oh, I completely forgot there is the Elite Four that I have to battle as well. So, you know, I want to do one of these first, of the Starfall, and then do these last three, or the last ones of each of those the paths, I guess, the Victory Road, Starfall, and the Path of Legends. And I kind of want to go to this one up north first, because when I had come out here and was running around with somebody in chat, they were showing me like sandwich stuff and shiny hunting and all that stuff. I accidentally got too close to this base, so we had a little bit of a phone call saying, hey, the base is up here. I can't remember exactly what went along, but it was just a generic introduction of, hey, the base is nearby, you should go check it out. The same thing happened with Arvin when I had gotten too close to this Titan at some point, and he called me up and he's like, hey, there's a Titan in the area, take a look. So the little introductory cutscenes have already been done for these two. So I kind of want to do these two first, since I've already started them and I don't want to mess something up by not doing them, I guess, in order or something. Although, that being said, it will have already been messed up if that was the case because I have done all this other stuff. But still, I kind of want to head up here, do this one first. So that's what I have planned for today. If I can get through all 5 of these, I'd like to. But I also know that there's a bunch of classes I still need to take. I need to take the class 5 and class 6. And then I assume there's a final afterwards, which is just a short test of all the questions that I just encountered. So yeah, that's what I would like to do. And I don't know if I'm going to get through all of that today in the 3 hours that I've got. So we'll try though. Alright, so, and a lot of this stuff at this point, I'm not fighting any random Pokemon because I have so few left to catch. I'm not fighting any trainers because I am trying to keep my level down. So it is mainly just going to the last areas that I need to go to finish things up. And then, once that's over, then I can do a lot of this extra stuff. Like, I still need to find all of the spikes, but I feel like I can't do that until I'm able to, like, traverse the mountains easily. And while I can glide, I can't actually gain any height, which I believe is what the final Titan will probably unlock for me, is the ability to climb up mountains, I think is what it was. Or climb up sheer cliffs, get to places that I haven't been able to get to yet. And then I do also want to get all of these taken care of, but I think that's one of those things I can do off stream. I hear one. Is it up here? Oh. I hear one of those things nearby, but I can't. There it is. Just one coin. Okay. Alright, so we're heading over here. Before I head in, maybe I should do the smart thing and look to see what their element is. They are the fairy crew base. And I think I have, like, I had a type chart that had a mistake on it. So I looked for another one. I have no idea if it's accurate or not, but I will certainly give it a try. So, alright, Defender is a fairy type, so I would want to use Poison or Steel. But fairy is good against fighting dragon and dark. Okay, so steel or poison would work just fine, as long as there's not dark, dragon, or fighting. Let's see what I have then. Now, steel, of course, Tinkatun is both fairy and steel, so she's probably going to be in the match here. And as far as other things go, alright. Do I have any poison? Toxapex might be a good one, but they are level 40. Let me just swap them in. And Zoroark is not going to do well here. So that's electric fire. And boxes are all mixed up at this point, so I've got to just hunt around, see what I have. Dark steel? Probably not. It kind of negates it. Oh, here, how about Reverum? Let's put that there, and then move them into here. And I can just use... I want them up to 47. So I'm going to use a little bit of candy to bring them up to level. How does 5 do for you? 5 will get you 1 level. So do that. Nope, we're 44. A little bit more. We'll do another 10, I think. No? I suppose, oops. I suppose it is using more per level. Oh, you're wanting to learn something. Let me see. Uproar. Just makes it so that things can't fall asleep. No thanks. There we go. You're at 47. And we'll bring this one up to 47 as well. Acid spray. Let me take a look. No. And just a little more should be enough. There we go. All right. Everyone is 47 or higher. Gonna put Tinkatun in front. And then swap in... Oh wait, I need... How are we doing this? That's the wrong... Is this how I do it? Yeah, there's the move. Alright, you there. You there. You there. Because the top 3 are going to be the ones that have to go in. So those three are going to be my main fighters. I've got my 3 starting Pokemon to go in and help things along the way, if need be. And then that should be good. So again, I got a little close to the place and triggered the starting deal. So now here we are. We're meeting up with him. Yoko, Operation Starfall is going well, wouldn't you say? Only 2 bosses left now. This whole experience has been eye-opening, to say the least. I'm glad I could take part. But I'm curious, Yoko. What do you think of Cassiopeia? Let's see. So, they can't be trusted. They're doing the right thing. They're a bag of riddles. I really don't know. Like, they're trying to take down these, but like, they have a reason for doing this. And they're not, they don't seem like they're telling me the whole story. But I don't think that they can't be trusted. But I don't know if they're really doing the right thing. So I guess I really don't know. Is that so? Personally, I don't think Cassiopeia feels any hate or resentment towards Team Star. I agree. No, there must be some other reason behind Operation Starfall. But what could it be? Well, I'd best get back to keeping watch. Call for me if you decide to take on the base, okay? Okay, I had thought that it was something like that. No, it was, the little phone ringing, that started it off. So, okay, this close, that happened. And now I'm up to the gate. Got whatever this is going on. I will return later when it is time for the young master's piano lesson. Until then, please give him my regards. Yes, Mr. Harrington. Mm-hmm. And who might you be, young lady? A friend of the young master, perhaps? I'm not sure. Ah, I see. Since you seem unaware, I must inform you that this is the base of Team Star's ferry crew. The Rukba squad led by young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington, I don't think we're supposed to be giving out that information. No? Then please accept my apologies. Do you have any idea as to who this young lady might be? She's no friend of ours. You know, I think she might be here to try and take us on. Understood. In that case, I take it you're an adversary of the young master. Sure, that's right. Is that so? Well then, that leaves me with one last thing to ask you. Huh? Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a quick battle? Sure. I'm always up for a battle. Splendid, then let us begin. Challenged by Pokemon Trainer Harrington. Excuse us, little Sunflora. We are about to have a battle. Let's just go with this. Oh, but you're faster. That's okay. It's just your special attack. I thought that was an evasion, but I guess not. It's about to send out Hat Trim. I'll keep the current Pokemon. Yeah. And it's not a one hit, but that's fine. There we go. Well, well. Outstanding performance. However, be aware that young Master Ortega's battle prowess far surpasses my paltry skills. You do well to take care. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hasta la vista. That gentlemanly guy used to be the director of the academy, I think. At least that's what I heard. Oh, really? Okay. Now he's like tutoring the boss or something. He shows up sometimes to take the boss to his lessons. Hang on, why am I explaining this to you? There's no doubting you're here to make trouble, so I gotta go let everyone know. Hasta la vista. Do. I see the guard has been dealt with. Good job. That base belongs to Team Star's ferry crew, the Ruckbutt Squad. Yeah, and that's what I was told. Their boss, Ortega, is the mechanic of the team. He may be the youngest of the bosses, but his battle skills are no joke. Underestimate him, and things will go south for you quickly. He's also a real lead-from-the-back type. He gets his grunts to do all the dirty work for him. But his weak point is his short fuse. Get him good and angry, and he'll march out to the front lines to deal with you himself. In terms of tactics, there's nothing else for it but to take down all the lackeys he sends your way. Just tough it out until Ortega shows up, and go from there. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe the Ruckbutt Squad off the map. Alright. I guess we just double check. And I'll just heal up a little bit. And we're going in. Ready to challenge Team Star? Yes. Now to find out if they're actually my level or not. Code Red, Operation Starfall Alert. Everyone get into positions and defend the boss with all you got. And rest assured, intruder, I'll deal with you without the bosses up. Unless you manage to beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, that is. Good luck with that. Okay, Tinkaton, you're kind of in the way. Alright, there we go. We've got some more. These are hard to see in all the flowers. Come on. These don't seem to be as reactive here as they normally are. Maybe it's because it's trying to send out 3 of them. luckily, there are people everywhere to take care of this. Although I have to say I'm probably missing a few, because I can see that I'm at 10 when I should be at probably 12. Although, these guys sent out 4, so maybe not. I just assumed that it was 3 per group. Oh, we've got a bit of slowdown. There we go. A few more over this way. And I can see that Toxapex has gotten a little bit injured. So level 47 might be a little low for this. Or maybe just the type matchup isn't quite as good. That could also be the case. Oh, and off it goes. Alright, 2 more. And there we go. Our defenses are breached. It's all up to the boss now. Boss of Team Stars, Fairy Crew, Ortega. Huh. So you're Yoko. Okay. Talk about underwhelming. I was expecting someone, I don't know, a little more beefed up. Well, whatever. I don't care who you are. Not like I'm gonna lose to you anyway. If you think fairy types are all about cuteness, you're in for a nasty surprise. I know that they're not. Challenged by Ortega of Team Star. Starting with... I promise I'll play nice, so don't blame me when this battle sends you blubbering back home. Alright, it's only effective? Well, whatever. It is a Gigaton hammer. Almost did the job. Ow. Oopsie. Did you realize how matched you are? If you want to give up, now's the time. Okay, they are level 50. And I gotta keep in mind that the car will probably be getting faster. So maybe I should bring out my own. Maybe start getting the speed up before they do. If any of my moves do that. I didn't actually look at their moves first. Alright. Alright, this one is super effective. Slower the user is than target, the greater the move's power. Alright, so it's not that great. try that instead. Oh, my attack's going down. Alright, another one down. About to send down Dot Spot. Let's switch back to Tinkaton, so I can at least use Fake Out once. I keep forgetting that I can do that. So Fake Out first. Just a little bit of free damage. Well, never hurts. And a Gigaton Hammer. And now it's time for River Room. What the heck? Why is my team on the ropes? That's totally not fair. Alright, so let's try out Metal Claw. Oh, but it is faster. So this is the last move. Oh, there goes the mist. Okay. Unless I've got something... I don't think so. Yeah. There we go. One down. Next up, we'll just bring out a River Room versus a River Room. Hopefully I don't stay confused too long. Ow. Alright. Try again. There we go. But that is not going to do much. At least the steel versus steel isn't doing much against me. Ow. That might... Oh, that was a crit. Okay. I should be able to survive one more hit from this. If that was a crit. Oh, and I'm also faster. Okay. Don't hit yourself. Ow. And down you go. Alright. That confusion definitely did them in. But the opponent's speed is dropping quickly. Then I guess we're going with Toxapex. No shock. There we go. Couple of those should get me the win. Okay. As long as they don't get confused. And this should do it. Again, as long as they don't get confused. Ow. That's okay. We're not taking enough damage to really worry about it. I say as it happens again. Three times in a row. I don't know what the chances for confusion to do that is, but I want to say it's like a 1 in 3 or maybe a 1 in 4. So not likely. But there we go. Defeated Ortega. How could I lose? What the heck? About a year and a half ago. What the heck? It seems to be his catchphrase. Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? I told you, it's not a toy. It's called the Starmobile. I was up all night building it. The problem's clearly that we're not giving it enough juice. You designed this thing to be powered by 2 Charcadet, but it's just too heavy. That's such a shame. I wanted to see the looks of our bullies' faces once we got it moving. I'm sorry. I really thought it would work. Come, good fellow. 'Tis no occasion for melancholy. Why take such a remarkable contraption by thine own hand? Genius, thy name is Ortega. Yes, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If I knew all that effort would have zero paid out, I would have just asked Mother to buy a car for us. See? This is why people don't take you seriously. You say some stupid things, you know that? What? Mela, cool it, will ya? Yeah, how about no? I mean, even put this in the code, for crying out loud. When we started Team Star, we swore to quit relying on our parents or bags of cash to fix our problems for us. Or did you forget? That hunk of junk doesn't move? Get it moving. If we're short on juice, just gotta crank up the power somehow. Doesn't take a genius, man. I mean, no, but you do have to, like, compensate for, like, in order to get more power, it's gonna weigh more, which means it's going to need even more power. But then again, I mean, we are talking about Charcadets here. They are small and they don't weigh much, so if the thing is powered, if it's supposed to be powered by 2 and it isn't moving, well, maybe 4 will be enough. Like 1 for each wheel or something. I don't know. That's easy enough to say, Melly. Do you have an actual plan? Yep. I'm gonna train up my Charcadet and have them evolve. Their boosted firepower will get the Starmobile moving, no sweat. Well, there's a problem with that, though. Like, Charcadets don't just evolve. But the hour of Operation Star is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. Melly, wait. You know, Ella shoots her mouth off an awful lot, but she means well. I know. This sucks. I mean, he figured it out at some point, though. It sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in the battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down. Going against our code would make me a traitor to the team. Fine. Not like I have any choice anyway, so take the badge already. Better treat it with the respect it deserves. we go. One more down. I'm not done yet. Here's my favorite TM, too. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. Dazzling Gleam. It's a decent one. Just so you know, you are the worst. Like the most annoying person ever. But I get it. You're super strong. I'll admit that much. Even busted up my Starmobile. Young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington. I guess it's time for my piano lesson, huh? As it happens, I just lost my boss title, so I'm good to head on home. Ah, actually, a different matter brought me. There's somebody I would like you to meet. He's a distant acquaintance of mine. The name's Clive. Okay, what's your business here? I want you to tell me something. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to a major apparel company. So why join a group like Team Star? What a question to ask someone you just met. Well, my answer is the same as everyone else in the team. It's because I was being bullied. So the academy really did used to have an issue with bullying. Who would guess, right? School's all rainbows and butterflies these days. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the academy anymore. Why? What happened to them? As the former director of the academy, I believe I am best positioned to answer that question. That's true. Mr. Harrington. About 18 months ago, the members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them, and an altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of hitherto unknown proportions. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out of the academy, one after another. But there aren't any records of that anywhere in the academy. No, I should imagine not. My former deputy deleted all the records of the incident, you see. What? Why would anyone do that? Just as I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident, a certain student came to see me. The student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, they requested that I exonerate the other students of Team Star from any blame. Huh? No one told me that. I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then, I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half of studying abroad. I mean, okay, so 18 months ago, this happened, and apparently 18 months of probationary action is taken for studying abroad. So, I mean, it wasn't me. I didn't, unless nobody recognizes my character. So it has to be somebody else that arrived during this time, and there's really only one person that seems to have arrived at the same time as me. So I think it's fairly obvious who that is. This was not intended as a punishment, you understand. Team Star were the victims, after all. I wanted the student to take some time to rest, so I had them return home to the Galar region under the pretext of overseas studies. So they went to the Galar region, which is Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, I understand who it is, but I think it would have been interesting if that was actually a character in Pokemon Sword and Shield. But I don't know if they plan these stories that far ahead or not. Like, that would be interesting if the character being mentioned was actually in the Galar region and then you saw them here. But, oh well. Then again, who knows what the timeline is for when the stuff in Pokemon Sword and Shield is taking place versus here. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the Academy's servers. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame. So he tried to cover up the whole thing. That's terrible. After we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course. But the inability of myself and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent the terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our part. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from my position as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices, so effectively the school closed because of this. So that's why the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. Okay, so I guess in turning in their resignations or whatever, they also, I guess, sent out like job postings, like, hey, we need these dozen positions filled immediately, and then we got who we currently have. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington. How come you suddenly decided to talk about this now? Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to chart a better course. Well, there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after we've come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. Isn't that obvious? It's because, you know, they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. There we go. Rotodototo. Yoko, it's me. And here they are. I take it that Ortega handed over his star badge to you then? I see. With its boss no longer around, the Ruck Bus Squad is as good as finished. Even Ortega. I'm sorry. We're almost there now. Just one boss left. The operation's been a huge success thanks to you, Yoko. And Clive has also performed admirably as your support. I remember him saying that you're acquaintances. Have you known each other long? Hello. Welcome. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I am getting near the end of some of these quest lines, I guess, for lack of better words for it. But that being said, I think that there's still a lot for me to do. I just haven't figured out what all that is yet. But welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Also, thank you. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Let's see. Have you known each other long? Well, let's see. So, I mean, it kind of went for a bit of a montage at the beginning of the game. So I suppose, yeah, for a while now, we've known each other. In talking about Clive. Well, he's clearly a reliable friend. He almost reminds me of the gang back in the day. Back in what day? As you know, Team Star was formed by a group of students who were being bullied at school. Shortly after forming the team, the students, none other than the squad bosses themselves, confronted their bullies head on. How's my stream going? It's going pretty good so far tonight. I've been going for about an hour now. Have at least 2 hours to go, I hope. I hope, I assume there's enough content to get me through another 2 hours. But if not, I've got a couple of other things I could do. But it certainly, it seems like there is a lot of stuff that I still need to do in this game. So, what's my favorite Pokemon? In this game or just in general? Cause in general, I think I'd have to say that my favorite Pokemon would like it would have to be and I'm not exactly sure on the pronunciation of this, but I think it's Alcremie, the uh, the dessert Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Gengar and Zoroark. Which Zoroark? The normal one or the Hisuian version? Because I don't know. I didn't know that the black and red Zoroark was the original. Like since my first game in a while was just the ones on the Switch, and Zoroark was in Arceus. So the Hisuian version is the first one that I saw. So I thought that was, standard. I didn't realize that that was a special version of it. So uh, I found it interesting that. Do I stream daily? I stream 5 days a week. So I stream Sunday through Thursday. Um, Not Pokemon every day of those, but um, uh, I do have my schedule posted on my Twitch page. And I also have it posted on, what is it? Twitter or X or whatever it's called nowadays. So no, I don't have a Discord. I'm not large enough of a streamer to have a Discord. Um, and I know that uh, keeping a Discord updated and in line and whatnot can take a lot of effort, and I just don't have the time to uh, be able to do that. So unfortunately, I don't. My streaming skills are good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I've been streaming since, well, I've been streaming on Twitch since June, but I started streaming on YouTube back in February. See, I knew you were going to ask that question. So yeah, I've been streaming on Twitch since June. And in May, my computer had a meltdown and I had to get it fixed. And I decided to expand. I was streaming on YouTube for since February, and I decided to expand to Twitch uh, in June once I got my computer put back together. And ever since then, I've been streaming on both um, for as long as I can. I usually stream for, I try to go 3 hours. I also stream on, yep, I do. I stream on YouTube. I put all my streams there kind of as an archive. Go ahead and ask. Depending on what it is, I'll try to answer, but nothing personal. Oh, leaving the game idle for too long. Sorry about that. Why don't I use overlay and logo on my stream? Um, because I'm not very knowledgeable about um much of it. Like, uh, I don't know. Can enhance viewership. Um, I mean, I think I took a look at something like that months ago, but I don't know. It's just like I don't want anything generic. Oh, you're an artist. Artist. Okay, cool. Um, maybe I don't know. Made for so many. You made for so many streamers. I'd want to think about it because like uh sure. I wouldn't mind seeing your work. But uh I don't really have links allowed in my chat. So um I don't have Instagram, sorry. That's one of those like when I was setting up for Discord. Let's see. Twitter? Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Um, I think that would work. Or X. Yeah, I'm not sure what to call it nowadays. But yeah, I'm definitely on Twitter. Again, same as this. It's Morihani Yoko. So probably not that hard to find. And yeah, I could certainly take a look. Um, be warned, I don't have much money, so I that's another reason why I haven't really expanded too much is um, most of my spending money went into um, setting things up, like and fixing my computer, um, and that sort of thing, getting the microphone and all that stuff. So yeah, Um, oh, hold on. Let me get a bit of a drink real quick. All right, sorry about that. Um, let me see. Give me a second here. getting my windows mixed up. Hold on. There we are. I assume it's the same name as what's in the chat. Oh, well, today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Let's see here. I'm not getting any results for your name in Twitter. Hold on. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Oh, on Twitch. Sorry. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm not used to doing a lot of this during a stream, so it might take me just a little bit. Or can I just select your name? Can I do it like this? There we are. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm used to a lot of things being left click to do things. This is right click or whatever. So, yeah. There we go. Sent you a whisper. And hey, no worries. I was just mistaking Twitch for Twitter. So I was looking on the wrong thing to begin with. So sorry about that. But yeah, I will take a look at that, and I will whisper you with a reply. You know, I don't want to take too much time right now because, you know, I can sometimes really get into looking at things. Yeah, I did see that. I will take a look at it. Thank you. And I will send you a whisper later to let you know. Does that sound good? All right. Let me see here. All right, screens are all still good. So, none other than the squad bosses themselves confronted their bullies head on. I'll follow you on Twitter tomorrow. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate it. When you're on your laptop. Hey, no worries. There's no hurry. So, yeah. Thank you for having a chat with me. I certainly appreciate it. And again, I will check the portfolio once I'm done streaming. I don't want to take too much time off of the stream to check it out. Once I'm done in a couple hours, I will certainly take a look at it and I will whisper you back. Alright, the outcome was resounding victory for Team Star. Though you could hardly call it a contest. The bullies didn't even put up a fight. They all bolted from battle the first chance they got. Scared spitless of Team Star, the bullies then dropped out of school, one after another. And Team Star ended up the villains of the story. But that's neither here nor there. Forget I mentioned it. Now, about your reward. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone as promised. 10,000 LP. Not bad. I can now make more kinds of TMs at the TM machine. Make good use of those TMs. They should help you take down the last remaining boss. My supply unit rep will be along soon to give you your bonus reward. I'll wait for the response. Okay. Well, again, I appreciate it, and I will take a look at that and have a reply for you. So I plan to go for stream for another hour and 45 minutes. I will take a look at that afterwards, so probably 2.25 hours from now, I suppose, would be about right. Okay, cool. Here I am. Ah, bright light. All right, no problem. Okay, cool. Ah, stay in your Pokeball for once, will you? Penny doesn't really like the Pokemon all that much, I guess. Wow, Team Star went through all that, huh? They just wanted the bullies to go away, but then they became the bad guys in everyone's eyes. What a joke. The students, the teachers, they're all so messed up. If even just one of them had been paying attention when everyone was getting bullied, they'd have been able to tell right away that Team Star wasn't the one in the wrong. But I guess the big boss was the only one who urged everyone to face their bullies, despite knowing how messed up the academy is. What a massive idiot, creating Team Star and just hoping their plan would miraculously work out. You really think so? I'm sure of it. Well, here's your reward. Receive lots of Pokemon materials. Wonderful. Might actually use them some point. The next boss is the very last one. We're counting on you, Yoko. Alright, so that leaves, if I bring up the map here, one of each to go. So, I think I'm going to start with the Titan Pokemon. So, gonna head over that way next. Although, now that I've taking care of that place, I should go heal my Pokemon. Excuse me. I have the hiccups. Go heal up my Pokemon and get the normal party back together. Actually, maybe I should put together a team for the Titan if I'm going there next. Alright, like to heal a Pokemon, please. Alright, all better. And back to the box. Okay. So you can be swapped back. And we'll bring out Mousehold again. I think that was it. Looks like it. Alright. Oh, before I do this, I do hear another, another Gimme Ghoul, which is back up top again. There we go. Another 10 Gimme Ghoul coins. Wonderful. Alright. So we've got a dragon type, which I believe fairy type works against. But let me just double check real quick. So against dragon, ice, dragon as well, and fairy. But then dragon is good against dragon, so probably not gonna bring a dragon. Fairy type should be good enough. And I've got a couple of good fairy types, like Gardevoir could, well, level 37. I got Tinkaton still, Fairy Steel. Do I have any ice? Not certain. It's level 40 Obama Snow. It's a Dratini. You know what? I'll just swap in Gardevoir, and we can go with 2 fairy types. Should be good enough. No, you know what? Let's leave Zoroark in the party, since they are the lowest level between them and Mousehold. Mousehold can spend a little bit of time out of battle, since they are the highest level of the team. And then I'll just use a couple of candy to bring Gardevoir up to proper level. Wants to learn Psychic, probably is a good one. Power 90 versus 65. Yeah. And then we'll use another, like, 8, I think. Nope, still not enough. Another 3. How about that? There we go. Alright. Now they're up to 47 as well. And we should be good to go. Now, is there a spot that I can warp to that is close by? Not really. This is kind of the closest point here. So, yeah, let's go over here. So again, I had wandered a little too close to this place at some point. Arvin contacted me on the phone saying, hey, the Titan's in the area somewhere. Go have a look. Probably said some other things as well. There's a tower over. Yeah, and I go over here. And, mark it as a place that I can fly to. Fire Blast is pretty good. We've got a Gimme Ghoul chest here. Let's go ahead and grab some extra Gimme Ghoul coins. Right, it's Ghost. That should do it though. An extra 50 coins. Wonderful. I should be able to fly here now. Yes. Okay. So, over on this island, it looks like is where the, that island. It's where the Titan is. Can I get close enough so I can just fly over to the island? Pardon guys, let me just grab this real quick. Oh, interesting. Well, let's see if I can grab this. Good thing their balance is pretty good. And I guess this is pretty much the closest point that I can get to. So we'll just have ourselves a little bit of a glide and see if we can make it to the island. Looks like we might be able to. There we go. Now what do we have here? We have Tashi. She. Okay. Interesting. I can't actually interact with these guys. Suitan. Shisu. Su. Okay. Sutan. Tai. Suitan. Tight. Oh, okay. I get it. Also, I, I, is this what we're going up against as a Titan? Like, this is its normal size here, and this is its Titan size? That is kind of funny. Although it is a dragon, so, don't want to take it for granted. I was just confused that I couldn't, target them. Let me take a look at this first one back here, because this first one didn't say anything, did it? Like, one of these was the first one I saw on this one, I think, over here. Oh, maybe I saw that one. Okay. So are we ready for the Titan? And I guess so. 48 should be a high enough level. Then again, that elephant in the desert certainly certainly showed me up. Nope, that didn't work. Alright. Hello. Titan. Oh, hello. I have been swallowed. Nope. Titan has been swallowed. Dondozo, the false dragon Titan. Okay. Well, I'll fake it out real quick. And play rough. Ow. How well does Gigaton Hammer work on it? I know it's not the right typing, but it certainly is a strong move. Ow. Oh, Tinkaton's probably done for here. No. I'll get one more in then. And down they go. They did well. Gardevoir, go ahead and finish it off. With a dazzling gleam. Well, okay, not quite. Ah, right, because it runs away. And then it swims off to the right. Where is it going? Alright, so it swims off that way. I wanted to keep an eye on it before I hop in here and revive Tinkaton. Just in case I lost sight. Oh, blub, blub, blub. Just in case I lost sight. Alright, so it's over here somewhere. Maybe this way? Oh. There it is, right on the map. Never mind. Went right over here. Ah, I see. got the little fish out here again. And the big one. So I guess it's a dual Pokemon team? Is this going to be a dual Titan? I mean, normally we send out 2 Pokemon to fight a Titan anyway. But this one looks like they may have learned their lesson and teamed up. Yoko, did you find the Titan? Have a look for yourself. So that's it? Sure is one big, dragon? Wait, is it even a dragon? Or is it a fish? Huh. Oh. And the little one gets eaten again. The little sushi guy got eaten up by the Titan. Oh, is that supposed to represent the type of fish that's used in sushi? Eesh, didn't expect to see the food chain in action today. No. And now it's powered up. Alright, fake out. This food chain's got me pretty fascinated. I'm gonna dig in and make a meal of this battle. Right, we're not doing as much damage as we used to. There you go. Oh, but you damage yourself. Okay. Are you sure this is dragon type? Because this is only effective, not super effective. I mean, I suppose it is a false dragon. If I were to switch, do I have anything that is effective? Okay, I do have super effective. It is in fact a fish and not a dragon. Okay. Or I should say water type, not dragon type. Order up. And take it down. Right then, let's just finish this off then. And there you go. Redent, it's all yours. Never mind. Don't have anything else to bring out? Alright, well, let's finish it off. But do we have to fight the little one now? You did it, Yoko. Now that the Titan's taken care of, next up on the menu is the Herba Mystica. Huh? Oh, the little sushi guy escaped without becoming that thing's lunch. Titan. What? Does that thing want to fight too? Alright, here we go. Now we get to the actual fight. Tatsugiri, the false dragon type. Is this also a water type? Because I mean, that would be pretty funny if they're both just false dragon types. Oh, welcome back to the fight, Greedent. I don't know if this is super effective or not, but I missed. so I won't know yet. Ow. No, my speed. That's okay. Their defense is falling like crazy. They do go first now, though. There we go. And there you go. Reed finished it off. Excellent. Oh, it looked angry at the end. Defeated the Titan Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri. Oh, nice job, Yoko. That's my hard-working little bud. Maybe the Titan was both those Pokemon together, like some kind of combo meal. The little one came out of here, which means there should be some Herba Mystica inside. Let's go, Yoko. That must be it. The last Herba Mystica. So, Arvin, quit repeating me. You and Arvin found the spicy Herba Mystica. Okay, let's see what the book has to say. So it seems spicy Herba Mystica is supposed to boost your metabolism. It gives your circulation a boost and helps flush out all those toxins, along with a ton of sweat. Because it's spicy. You know what's next? It's chow time. And here we go. Did you learn anything from the school lesson, Arvin? Trusty Arvin's chock-a-block full of cheer final herb super sandwich. Squeeze this badge tight and cry beautiful tears of friendship as you eat, okay? False Dragon Titan defeated. Oh, it's spicy enough to be on fire. Okay. Hope you made enough for everyone. No. This one is mine. At this point, we really should have, like, one for me, one for him. Oh, this is mine. That's right. You should know that this is mine before I give it to you, so you know what I am losing in this deal. But I suppose I'll share. Crydon will now be able to climb up vertical surfaces. I guess it's Bostiff's turn then. Come on, bud. Eat up. It's gonna make you all better, I promise. Yoko and I, we really did our best to get this for you. gonna play with your favorite ball as much as you want. You know, just like we used to. Please, get better. That's all I want, really. All right. Anytime. There we go. A boss stiff. Did your best, bud. There we go. It's getting up. Bud. I know, bud. Me too. Do-do-do-do-do. Not now. Hello, Yoko. This is Sarah. What? Seems that Koraidon has regained all of its powers, except for the power to battle. It should now be able to climb up any vertical surfaces it grabs onto while riding upon it. So if you press the B button, which is also the jump button, which is also the fly button or glide button, while facing a wall, Koraidon will grab onto it, allowing you to climb up vertical surfaces. You can move in any direction you like while climbing by using the left stick. To let go of a wall, just press the B button once more. I do like how all of this is tied to the one button, so you're not trying to figure out which button you have to press to do specific things. I knew you were the right one to entrust it to you. Sorry, I knew you were the right one to trust it to, Yoko. Listen to you. Like you had anything to do with it. That voice. Arvin, are you there? Arvin's regretting speaking up now, I guess. I have been searching for so long for a way to reach you. Because no one else can get into my lab but you. Excuse me? Please take Yoko back to the lighthouse with you. To the lab on Poco Path. I will reach out to you, I will reach out once more when you arrive there. Arvin's having a day. I guess you probably already know. But that's my mom. Always buried under her work, off pursuing her own research, never at home with me. That's the first time I've even heard her voice in years, you know? And now what? First thing I get is to be treated like some kind of errand boy? She's seriously unbelievable. But I'm guessing you and Koraidon probably want to go, huh? Not gonna lie, I feel like my blood's boiling, but sure, fine. I'll get you into the lab. What else can I do? The lab is off Poco Path, at the lighthouse where you and me first met. Come on, let's get moving before I change my mind. All right. Mom, where have you been all this time? Oh, so he doesn't know where she is. I thought it was more of a deal where he knows where she is. She just hasn't contacted him. Oh, I saw a big fish over there. Is that actually there? Or is that remnants of the Titan? It's probably gone now. I think that was just a leftover from the Titan fight. Oh, and I slipped off the edge. Run away. No need to fight. Alright, so seems like we have to... Oops, too far. Too far. Zoom back in. The lighthouse. Okay, so we do have a bit of a mark set over here. So I don't necessarily have to do that immediately. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna head to the school. And take some of these classes that have been building up. See how well I do on the quizzes. All right. In we go to the academy. All right, first off, we do have one person to talk to. Apparently it is the director. Maybe because we have finished up something? Director. Thank you for the visit, Miss Yoko. A good friend of mine has been telling me of your recent exploits. A good friend, you say? A good friend? I'll leave their identity to your imagination. But now, lest I forget, there's another matter I would much like your opinion on. Sure. Do you know what manner of gentleman's hairstyle is considered cool, as it were, among the youth these days? No. But let's see. So, giant pompadours, I assume is because that's what he is using for Clive. Long locks. Bowl cuts, probably not. Although, I haven't really paid attention too much to the hairstyles, but I'm gonna go with short styles, because that seems to be the majority of hairstyles in the game. So, And I don't know what a 2-block cut is. So we'll go short styles. Oh, is that so? I suppose I have indeed seen some of the Academy's male students sporting such a style. Could it be, then, that the pompadour has already had its day in the sun? Perhaps I ought to consider a change of wig. That is to say, never mind. Thank you for your insight, Miss Yoko. It was most enlightening. I feel trusted by Director Clavel. Or Clavel. Oh, and the camera won't turn, so I'm hitting everything along the way out. Alright, back to the entrance. Now that we've cleared that up, what classes do we have? Level 5 Biology. Let's go ahead and have a look. Let's see if I can get these answers correct. Because some of them I'm actually learning information on. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. But before we get going, do you all remember the final question from our midterm exam? No? Well, Director Clavel found out about it somehow, and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently, he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must have noticed all the color flush right out my face. Speaking of color, today I'd like to teach you all about colors as they pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different colorations or patterning on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, Pokemon may have widely different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. Okay, so now we're talking about shiny Pokemon. It is quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone here know what the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is? I mean, I have heard that it's somewhere around this. And with the number of Pokemon that I've come across, I would say that it's definitely not 1 in 40, and probably not 1 in 400. There's also something blinking over on his desk to the right. I'm not sure what that is. I mean, it's not really blinking, it just looks like something is popping up through the desk really slightly. But 1 in 4,000 is what I'm going to say. Wow, that's right. You may have the makings of Pokemon Professor Yoko. Shiny Pokemon appear at a rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg, too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around differing languages are a special case. Okay, so they're talking about when you trade Pokemon, if you trade for a different language Pokemon, so say like German, like in my case I'm English, so if I traded for a German or Japanese or whatever type, it does say in the Pokemon status if they're a different language. So they are a special case. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs. Higher than average, what? You're giving me specifics and vagues at the same time. We haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. We've also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. Oops, there's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Who's the person joining the class this time? Nobody. Okay. Nope. It's Penny. There she is. Okay, so there's a shiny charm, which I think I kind of remember somebody asking me about, like if I had one or not, which I don't. And then other language Pokemon. So if I go into here, like one of the Pokemon I traded for, like here's all, I went and captured a couple Dittos because you can't breed them and you just kind of have to find them. So I captured, 11 of them? Not many, but I kind of got bored of looking around at 11. And I used Ditto to make a few extra of the starter Pokemon. But somewhere in here... Yeah, here we are. Is this the one? No, that's one I found in a crystal. This one. This is a Japanese Ditto. So up in the top right corner it says Japan. So you have apparently different shiny rates if you use a foreign a foreign Pokemon for breeding purposes. But yeah, I don't know what they are. I just knew that there was a higher chance of getting eggs with foreign Pokemon, so that's the reason why I have one. Alright, Path 5. With Miss Time. Or Ms. Time. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Did you make sure to review the last class's materials in order to stay sharp? I know it was a little difficult with all that talk of multiplication and percentages and the like, but today we'll be talking about percentages again to learn about probability. That may sound like we're going to have another difficult class, but did you know that all of you already deal with probability on a regular basis? Hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that. Pokemon moves generally have a property called accuracy, which determines the probability that they will hit. You are correct, and most of the moves I use have 100% accuracy, with a few exceptions of like 90%. The accuracy of Tackle is 100, or 100%, so if you were to use Tackle 100 times, you could expect it to hit all 100 times. Move Hypnosis, which puts opponents to sleep, has an accuracy of 60, or 60%. That means you could expect it to hit 60 times in 100 uses, if you're using actual probability. If you're using a random number generator, however, it's closer to 40 out of 100 uses. To put that in another way, out of 100 uses, you could expect it to miss 60 times. Many of the truly powerful moves often tend to have lower accuracy. So when you're deciding whether to go slow and steady with moves that are sure to hit, or hard and fast with stronger but less accurate moves, you're already studying probability. Let me see here. Perhaps Surf and Hydro Pump would be good examples for this discussion. Surf has a power of 90. Its accuracy is 100, and you expect it to hit every time. Hydro Pump's accuracy is only 80. When it hits, its power is 110. So, between Surf and Hydro Pump, which move would you want to use yourself? I'd use Surf. Oh, I see it's slow and steady wins the race for you, Yoko. Indeed. I may have made it sound like there was a correct answer here, but there was not. You're free to use any moves you wish. Factors like power points, or whatever that stands for, or number of targets, hits, make some moves more suited to certain situations. However, trading accuracy for power, or vice versa, is purely a matter of preference. This Surf versus Hydro Pump debate has been ongoing for some time. Has it, though? Personally, I'm more invested in debating the rock-type moves Rock Slide and Stone Edge. Let me tell you, I could get really worked about talking about those moves, but oh my, there's the bell. What a shame. Next class will be the last of our time together, so show up 100% ready to go. So 6 is the last class, which makes sense. Alright, next is history with Ryfort. Is Ryfort. I have to remember, apparently all of these teachers have only been here at most a year and a half. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. Today, we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. Except for, like, it's interesting because quite a few of these students probably remember all of this happening, and yet you don't hear any rumors whatsoever about it happening. Like, Nimona here, she has been here at least 1 year because she claimed the champion title the previous year, I believe. So she was probably around for the whole year and a half ago incident. Be interesting to hear what some of the other students have to say about it. I trust that you all remember our lesson before the midterm exam concerning the great crater of Paldea and its interior, Area Zero. This mysterious crater captured the imaginations of many, including the former Paldean emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached its depths. The name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area Zero Expedition. The team is said to have been made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of team members was the name of a man who was an author and a brilliant natural historian, Heath. Yeah, I remember Heath being talked about in the Scarlet book. Or I suppose it is his book, so sure, he would be talking about himself. But yeah, after returning from the expedition to Area Zero, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Yoko. Let's see if you were paying attention. Kind of. Not as much attention as I normally would, but, you know. What was the name of the team that first made it to the depths, the deepest reaches of the Great Crater? I mean, it's the expedition, but the Survey Corps. The Survey Corps is kind of funny because Hisui stuff is actually up on the board at the moment, you know. So that could throw you off, I suppose. I suppose Area Zero Adventurers is supposed to be some other group from a different game. But no, it is the expedition. Correct. To pick up on and remember a term I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture. You really are quite the clever one. Correct name for this team was the Area Zero Expedition. Record of their activities within... The record of their activities written by the expedition member Heath can be found in the bookstores and the like even today. This record is now known as the Scarlet Book. Okay, so it isn't some rare, mysterious book that's only has one on the shelf in the library and one in Arvin's hands, who possibly could have borrowed it from the library. So it is a widely known book. I got it. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area Zero. The Scarlet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be thought of as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar, which, by the way, fantastical and all and whatnot. In the world of Pokemon, I mean, come on. It's gotta take a lot to, you know, to be considered that, considering you have magic and ghosts and all this other stuff that's going on, you know. You'd think that no matter what was written, it would just be taken as matter of fact, or at least you need to check your sources to make sure. But whatever. And the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Scarlet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of wild paranormal stories. There's a copy on one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have a read if you're interested. Already have read it. Oh, is it that time already? Must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We'll unravel more of the history's enigmas together next time. Alright. And now language. Mr. Salvatore. What do we have in store for today? A lot of words that I will be skipping because I don't know how to pronounce them properly. My dear friends, how are you today? I hope you are doing marvelously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Are you ready? Yes. I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Today, we will once again be focusing on listening. Go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. You may remember from our last class, The same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Today, you'll be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. If you'd be so kind, Pikachu. That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? His voice seems a little lower pitched, too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu is trying to convey just now? Well, I mean, with your description of what it is compared to normal, I would say sadness. That's right. When Pikachu says it's expressing sadness, kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? I can't really tell, sorry. That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Funny joke, right? Yeah, real funny. Don't you think it did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already know that, though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you all can have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Next lesson will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Alright. It'll be interesting to see what the finals are like. What do we got next? Battle studies. And it seems like I'm going through these fairly quickly. I might have enough time for another round of them, but we'll see. Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it. I hope you gave auto battles a shot like we talked about in last class. I did, in fact. Making use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs and TM machines. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? Not really? Because I've found most of them. I sure hope so, because it's pop quiz time. To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. And you want to remember what that is? HP. No. LP. Looks like you're already a TM Machine Pro, new kid. Correct answer is League Points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at a TM machine to get LP. Oh, okay. Is the value any different than what you would get for money? Recently heard that some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking or something like that. You don't say. It wasn't me. Also, I noticed that Tinkaton is just off camera, just a little bit. Hammer is just too large to to fit normally. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that. Got it? It's too bad Penny isn't in the class. Anyway, You can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials. And if you want to get hold of lots of materials, you'll have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice. Yeah. Class is over for now. Take care. Next class. Art with Mr. Hassel. Actually, instead of doing another round of classes, maybe I'll do one more of those other places I need to get to. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassius's story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. Certainly got a very stern talking to for Miss Time after that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? Maybe at the beginning of the game I did. I certainly don't remember it. As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. You can see field after field of olive trees from the hills on the way to Cortonado, or Cortando. 2 waterfalls are also counted among the 10 sites, Fury Falls and Casarroyo Falls. Then there's the peak of Glaceado Mountain, known as Paldea's highest peak. I suppose I could go there now. There's another cliff on Glaceado Mountain that's named after its rather unique shape. So, let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff on Glaceado Mountain? No need to grasp at straws. I mean, I'm gonna go with grasp, since that's what he is mentioning. Sounds like he's probably giving a hint, but I don't actually know, so let's go with grasp. Exactly. It looks like a hand taking hold of something, doesn't it, Yoko? I don't know, I've never seen it. The 3-pronged cliffs of Glaceado Mountains is in fact known as Glaceado's Grasp, though its shape is far too stubby to be that of a human hand. I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Livencia. It is particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant, it is known as the Million-Volt Skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates, and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's, what do the kids say these days? A very, what? Fleek selfie spot? Sure. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. Important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today, class. Thank you for your attention. Alright, one more class, home ec, with Mr. Saguaro. And then we'll go do one other thing. Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. While you're out performing field work with one of your Pokemon walking beside you, have you ever noticed the changes in its coloration? Now, I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I'm speaking of it becoming filthy. Nope, never noticed. Pokemon battle. They get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I have seen many a trainer walking around with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It is deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such a shameful conduct. Ah yes, Miss Yoko. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Nothing? No. Clean it up. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you're having a picnic, you can approach a Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you are able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth. Then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining bright as a Terra Jewel. It is certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore hit points and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies they don't want scrubbed or that they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important point that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Alright, that's all of those classes. Let me just double check. There is nobody I need to go visit there. So now, I think I'm going to go here. I'm going to finish up the crew, the star crew. And, well, and again. No, I can get there now. I think like this is a whole mountain ridge. So I can't actually climb. Or I couldn't climb. But it looks like there's a watchtower over here. Huh. I don't remember getting over here. This must have been when I was wandering around the mountain looking for shinies. So, let me just go. Alright. Leave the building first. And then we're gonna fly up to the mountain. Hold on. No, not there. Because I technically have not been here yet, at least story-wise. So I will fly here. I have to remind myself that I don't want to use all of the flying spots because I don't want. Uh, I mean, it's not cheating, but I don't want to really use them unless I've gotten there in the game. But at this point, I have all my travel abilities unlocked. So I should be okay. If I just kind of fly there a little bit, or glide, as the case may be. No, we can't really get far, can we? And a bit of a river flowing out from the mountainside. There's a bit of a steep slope for everything to be on over here, though. Alright, where am I at this point? Okay, I should still be able to get over there. Oh! Is that giant cliffside the place I'm not allowed to go? Could be. Alright, so we have reached a green area. Gonna go down here and touch the base with that, and then work my way east. That way I can say that I have traveled my way here normally and not feel bad about using it as a travel point. So, hi, here we are. We've made it here. Now, over this way is where I want to go. So I guess just as east was. Okay, yeah, I've got one of those. Indeedy. Oh, look, there's like 3 towers over here. Interesting. Is that gonna put like 3 flying spots? Dragon's tail. Also, I hear a gimme ghoul. Probably up the ladder here. Oh, there's a Dratini. Just having a bit of a difficult time finding that. Finding one of those. Suppose it's this tower over here I have to climb for the teleport spot. So I'll climb up this one. I'm the dragon's wings. Interesting. And finally up to the top of this tower. We've got a gimme ghoul. So let's just open it up. And sure, flower trick. Good enough. How many coins for this? 50. Alright, so at this point, we are right up against the cliffside there. So I need to head south. Which I think is where I already was. Still, I should be able to climb up this without a problem. There we go. That doesn't seem too difficult. Nope. No fighting me, thank you. This is a bit of a bamboo forest. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's heal up to mark this as a place that I can stop at. I think I saw the base in the background there. Yeah, they're just right over there. Okay, so this is a fighting base. What is good against fighting? So if the defender is fighting, flying or psychic or fairy, okay. And fighting is good against normal, ice, rock, dark, and steel. So it looks like psychic and fairy is a good matchup. Or flying. Well, that already puts Gardevoir as the leader here. Because they are both. So I think that's like a 4 times vulnerability or something like that. And then where are they? Is it this box? I think it's this box. Do I have any psychic flying? Not really. So I guess... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I think it's here that I have to do it. Yeah. So put these two in front. And sure, Zoroark can be in there as well. Well, no. Let's do that. That way, if Meowscarada doesn't, since they don't line up, at least they have the level advantage to help back them up. And let's head over to the base. Rotototo. I see you're almost at the 5th base. Pulled up inside there is Team Star's last remaining squad. You fought well to make it this far. Thank you, Yoko. Yoko, Cassiopeia. Clive. So you made it as well, Clive. Of course. It's the last base. I wouldn't want to miss out on the action. It's too bad he didn't change his hair. Or his wig. That would have been interesting. If Clive showed up and he was wearing like a short style hairstyle. Clive, I owe you my thanks. Your help has been invaluable to the operation. I'm sorry I was so wary of you at first. Well, that's all water under the bridge. When we're finished with this base, will that be the end of the Operation Starfall then? Not quite. We still need to handle Team Star's secret masterminds last of all. Okay, so there is at least one more fight after this. Do we have any leads on how to find them? I'm hoping they'll come out in the open once all the squad bosses have stepped down. I see. You've come so far. Only a few more steps left. Don't let me down, either of you. Cassiopeia's hung up. Alright. Thanks to you, Yoko, I've slowly but surely come to understand Team Star. I know what I need to do, and I know what my final decision will be. For that, I can't thank you enough. Take care in that base. Yoko? Sorry for getting all polite there. Don't know what came over me. Bamboo shoots. Oh, there's Clive over here. Oh, and the leader. Are we just gonna fight them right outside here? That'd be kind of interesting. Like one who will like rather fight us one-on-one rather than let their crew have to shoulder the burden or something. You're pretty skilled. Not many trainers can shrug off my Pokemon's attacks like that. Same to you. Airy, was it? Your Pokemon have clearly spent a lot of time honing their skills. But I'm surprised to find the boss herself out here defending the gates. Don't you trust your grunts enough to put them on guard duty? Watch your mouth. I'm here because I don't want to risk anyone else getting hurt, that's all. What a benevolent boss. Now if you want to get on with our battle, I'm already on my side. Say something or get a closer look. Sure, I'll say something. Hi. Who are you? Yoko, there you are. I started talking with this girl since she looked like she was with Team Star. Then she and her Pokemon came at me without warning. We were just battling it out. Baby? Or Riri? Lady? I don't know. I mean, her name is Eri, or Eddie, perhaps. So Edie could probably be what somebody else calls her. I don't know, or her real name or something. Carmen, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I'm fine, honestly. Now get away from here. It's not safe. I'll take over guarding the base. You should go back inside. No, I won't back down. I can't. Oh, Dee Dee, you need to stop this. Until the big boss comes back, I have to protect all of you in the calf squad. And everyone else in Team Star, too. That's why you should get back to the base and rest up, even just for a little bit. As the boss of this squad, I just can't. Lady, please. I'm your friend. Listen to what I'm saying. Fine, I'll go. I'm sorry, Carmen. Hey, that's no way to sign off. Let me hear hasta la vista from you, nice and loud. Hasta la vista. And off she goes. I'm your opponent now, you two. Come on, I'll take you both down. Hey, Yoko. Pokken and I are actually running on empty after that last battle. Sorry to spring this on you, but do you think you could handle this grunt alone? Probably, so yes. Thanks. I'll be cheering for you from the sidelines. I'll protect Edie with everything I've got. You ready to battle? Yep, I'm ready. Here I come. Challenged by Carmen of Team Star. And got a Krogunk. We also have yet another Pokemon just sitting there. Alright, Psychic. I think that works. Oh, what level are these? Primate. We'll keep the current Pokemon, thanks. 55. Okay, so this might be a little difficult. Ooh, not enough to finish it off, though. Ow. Okay. That was just a one-hit kill. That's okay. Fake out. Just debunk and done. I lost. My defeat's not the one that matters. It's true. It's not. Even if all I did was buy Edie a bit of time, that's fine. My job here is done, so I'll head back inside. Hasta la vista. Rodo-do-do-do. I take it you defeated the guard out front. That base is run by Team Star's fighting crew, the Calf Squad. Their boss, Erdi, is a skilled wrestler and coaches the whole of Team Star in Pokemon battling. Of all the bosses, she's likely to be the most alert to hostilities after our declaration of war. She might try to stop this raid in its tracks by challenging you to battle before anyone else. Yeah, we already met. I knew it. Tell me what happened. Well, you see, this and that. She treated? You're talking about the same Eri, right? Well, it seems there's nothing for it now but to attack the base head on. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe the calf squad off the map. Time to, revive as well. Alright. These three should be it. And actually, since they're level 55, I'm gonna bring Mousehold back out and leave Zoroark behind. That way we've got 3 level 51s, and then the 2 fairy types and psychic type that can do the battles. Yeah, let's do this. It's quite possible that I will lose. Even the smallest stars can light up the sky when they shine together as constellations. We're the last bastion of Team Star. Losing isn't an option. Hey kid, you listening? You beat 30 Pokemon in 10 minutes. We'll call the boss out to deal with it. How's that for hospitality? Alright. And there's plenty of time. Now, how does this one? Not so good for Meowscarlet. Wish I could choose who to send out, but it seems like it just rotates without my, without me giving it a choice. So, you go out that way. No? Alright, well, you do that. And do just fine. Yeah, they're not doing great. Alright. About, well, where are you running off to? Alright, maybe now that Meowscarlet has been taken out, maybe you won't be switching to that one anymore. Although, alright, there is a vending machine right here. Party refreshed. Wonderful. Don't really have just 4 standing around. So send this one out. Just one more. We'll just have one more to defeat. And we'll refresh them yet again. This is kind of interesting that I'm having to use the vending machines for this. And there we go. Now for the difficult part. Actually fighting. I don't think we can hold her off longer, boss. Here we are. The final one. Not certain what happens if I lose. Like, I assume it's just like every other Pokemon thing where it doesn't actually happen that you lose. It just sets you back to the point before the fight. Okay, I'm ready. Doesn't matter who you are, I'll bury anyone who tries to take down Team Star. This time, I won't run away. Rah! Sorry, I can't exclaim loudly because it is nighttime and I have neighbors. Challenged by Area of Team Star. Interesting to note that it is not a luxury ball, which seems to be what everyone else uses. The space is precious to us. I won't let this raid of yours go any further. Alright, so Psychic, I guess. Oh, but it is faster. Okay, it is, in fact, super effective. I give as good as I get. That's a promise. We'll see who's left standing in the end. Alright, Tinkaton, you're up. I need to revive Gardevoir. What level are we dealing with? Still 55. Okay. So, start with a Fake Out. Seems to do decent. So let's go with a Gigaton Hammer. Not quite enough. Ow. Send out Annihilate, which is fighting Ghost. So you know what? We'll send out our own Ghost. Again, I know it is super effective either way. But who's faster? Looks like they might be if they're speaking. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Ow. You did half my health, and I did half of your health. And you still go first, so this is... There it goes. Alright. Oh, and that one was a crit. I guess Tinkaton, come back out. And again, you know, get the free hit. Oh, but Fake Out has no effect. Never mind. At least they're faster. Passimian, which I guess is fighting something. I don't know. Let's weaken them a bit with the water duck. At least I hope it does. Alright, pet 80, 85. Let's do that. Ow. Oh, but their defenses fell. But that doesn't really do much. Try again, just in case you don't attack, but oh well. Not doing good. We're down 3. But we'll bring out Tinkaton again. And use Fake Out just for a free hit. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Let's go with Play Rough. There we go. As long as Tinkaton goes first, it seems like they are the choice. Lucario. Again, I just kind of want to swap out. See if I can take one of these down without using the main ones on the board. Alright, Lucario. And Super Fang. Let's go with it. I missed. Of course I missed. And that was super effective. Right, because fighting is super effective against normal type. Gotcha. Let's bring out Meowscarada. See how we do. Because, yeah, not very effective. Even if it is a crit. Although it might have done half damage. But that's super effective. Okay. So, it is time to start reviving things. However, we are still going to Fake Out because it's a free hit. And there's nothing they can do about it. Oh, but they got faster. Okay. Let's revive Gardevoir. And then let us... 120, is that enough? No. Well, probably. Okay. Now it's time for River Room. I refuse to lose, so please, lend me your strength. Alright, let me see how fast. Oh, not that fast. Okay. Oh, let's bring out Gardevoir. And we're going to be reviving a little bit. Might take, oops. Might take a revive or 3 to get through this. Revive Tinkaton since they seem to be taking the least out from this. And their speed harshly falls, which is good. Which is what I'm hoping for. They're also level 56. Now I can't gamble on them being able to take a hit. However, I can, once again, fake out. Not that that's really going to help because their defense goes up. And their speed and attack rose. Okay. Not good. Yeah, let me just revive. See if I can not survive a hit, apparently. I've been in this situation before. So, I apologize. But I really don't like being overpowered for fights, you know? I would much prefer to have a fair battle. But I will probably lose this battle. I think I have to keep reviving until I have a couple that I can use. So its speed is fluctuating. I don't know exactly. Alright, let me try something here. So if I do Super Fang, I'm just not fast enough. You know what? Rather than wasting a bunch of items, let me just lose this and I will come back to it. There we go. Alright. Gonna flee back to a Poke Center. And I will level up my Pokemon a little bit in the meantime. Alright. First restore to Pokemon. And there we go. So, I think there is a Gimme Ghoul here, and it's probably on top. At least it sounds like it's nearby. There it is. Get out of here. Alright. I think I'm going to call it there for tonight. Next time we will come back and we will finish the fight, or we will do some other things to get a few levels. So probably like 5 levels, so that I'm not under leveled. And we'll take on the fight. I might actually use some experience candy just to bring everyone up to 55, and then take on the fight. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the session tonight. And yeah, I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.